false facts about dolphins you always thought were true. It's just a fact. If you don't love dolphins, you have no soul. They're beautiful, they're graceful, they've got a heaping helping of personality, that's ignoring their aggression and sexual deviance, but hey, no one's perfect. They're so popular, it's not surprising that we think we know more about them than we actually do. Scientists are still divided about reported aggression from dolphins, but there are plenty of dolphin myths we've definitely debunked. Dolphins have the best sense of hearing. It's hard to imagine experiencing the world through the eyes and ears of another creature, but we'd love to see some YouTube interpretations, and you can have that idea for free. There's a rumor that dolphins have the best hearing in the world, but according to the Dolphin Communication Project, dolphins aren't even close to the best. To put things in perspective, according to Popular Science, humans can hear sounds up to a frequency of about 20 kilohertz. That makes dolphin ears way more impressive than ours, as they can hear to about 160 kilohertz. But researchers from the University of Strathclyde in Scotland have found a lowly little moth can hear up to 300 kilohertz. You can't even begin to imagine what the world sounds like to that moth. There's another weird thing you should know about a dolphin's sense of hearing. A lot of them can't hear anything at all. One study at the University of South Florida on mass dolphin strandings found that about half the bottlenose dolphins that strand themselves seemed to be completely deaf. Scientists don't know what causes this high rate of deafness in dolphins or how widespread the problem is, but either way, popular belief fails again. Dolphins have a language just like people do. Listen to dolphins chattering away, and it's easy to assume they're speaking a language a lot like ours, but it's not that straightforward, and we need to clear something up first. Scientists define language in a couple different ways. One is a metaphorical language, it's how we can all appreciate Beethoven, and another is simply a communication system. We argue that dolphins can communicate with each other, but so can cats, horses, and sorority girls. To get to the heart of what defines language, you have to go a bit deeper. There's innate skill, a complex set of rules for pronunciation, syntax, semantics, and sarcasm. We'll just say it's a lot more complicated than Delta's thrilled squeals. To say that dolphins speak a language implies they are making noises that are actual words and sentences with definite construction and laws. There's plenty of evidence that suggests they communicate, but evidence of actual structured language has yet to be found. When Russian scientists claimed to have proof of dolphin language in 2016, other marine experts pushed back, stating there are too many unknowns to draw that conclusion yet. In the meantime, dolphins will have to be happy with just communicating, and there's nothing wrong with that. We love them anyway. Dolphin and porpoise are interchangeable terms. Contrary to what we retold by that nerdy kid in 4th grade, porpoise isn't just a smarter, fancier way of saying dolphin. The National Ocean Service gives a great rundown on the differences between these two animals, and it's surprisingly easy to see once you know what you are looking for. Like in the above picture of a porpoise, dolphins have a long, beak-like mouth, like you see in bottlenose dolphins, while porpoises have a flatter face and a smaller mouth. You might not get close enough to see, and you really shouldn't, but dolphins also have pointed teeth as opposed to the flat teeth of a porpoise. Dolphins are the talkative ones, porpoises are mostly silent, like the introverted friend at the party, and dolphins are generally leaner and sleeker. Porpoises, on the other hand, tend to look like they've eaten a few too many pizzas and are currently regretting their life choices. There are only 6 species of porpoises and 32 species of dolphins, and an easy way to remember which is to think of the dolphin as the frat boy with a lot to say and the porpoise as the slightly tubby, quiet little freshman in the room. Dolphins are the only other species that has sex for pleasure. Part of the reason dolphins are so awesome is they're said to be the only non-human species that has sex for pleasure. That's a lofty claim to make, if you think about it. We couldn't find any studies that asked personal questions about other animals' bed wrestling motivations. We only know by observation, and there's a lot of research, almost an unsettling amount, that's been done on whether other species seek out experiences that feel pleasurable. According to the BBC, rats laugh and enjoy being tickled. Bonobos hook up in same-sex couples for pretty passionate encounters that are clearly not driven by the need to reproduce, and female lions go through a fertile week where they mate up to 100 times a day. We're going out on a limb to suggest that's probably not completely necessary, but it does indicate that regardless of how dolphins decide to spend their private time, they're not the only ones who participate in certain behaviors just to feel good.